Well, it depends how you define sober.
Okay.
Okay. The average for a woman, for a betrayed partner to begin to trust again is about a year and a half. But for the man, I shouldn't say the man or woman, but either for for the betrayer, the addict. For the addict, it takes about 3 to 5 years of hard work to get from that point of addiction, because just being sober, just stopping what you're doing, stopping to look at porn, stopping masturbation, stopping going outside of your relationship, stopping that is just the beginning point. And you have to work on what we call emotional sobriety. And emotional sobriety is the idea that I'm living in the present moment. I'm not reliving my past because I've had a lot of trauma in the past. If I'm keep reliving that, I'm not going to be in a place emotionally to be able to stay sober. And if I'm always worrying about the future, well, what's going to happen? What if this happens? Or what if that happens? And it's going to be a catastrophe. If I'm living in that type of mindset, it's going to be very hard also to stay sober. So being able to focus on what do I have to do today? Today I'm going to do the right thing and stay sober, and I'll worry about tomorrow. And so that's a lot of what we do in therapy is we go back and work on some of those family inner child dynamics. We work on the trauma that was caused by some of that. And that's the back end work that the counselor works on. And then in the meantime, the addict is learning how to stay sober, how to build his relationship back, how to build trust and safety. And a lot of it goes back to being vulnerable. And for a lot of men, we're taught that our wives really don't care what we do for a living. They don't need to know the day-to-day stuff that we're doing, but really they do want to know. You don't have to go into a lot of detail or specifics, but they want to know what's going on in their husband or wife's head, whatever it is.
So I think, though, that I just want to say something about that journey, because that sounds very frightening, 5 years. But it's not, if you're working together and it's a priority for both of you, it's really okay. It's not 5 years of betrayal and misery and, oh my God, this is happening all over again. This is what it takes for both of you to be able to say, wow, we're really past that. But if you invest 5 years out of 52 years, it's nothing. And for some people, it's not 5 years. Some people, it's less. It's the idea that once you have reunited your coupleship, he's sober, he's been sober, you're learning to trust him again, you have to get back to what your life was before the addiction hit. And if that meant before that you had a date night, do it again. Even if you don't think you're really ready, do it again.
But a lot of partners think that my whole life has been a lie and what's real.
Right.
What were the good things we were doing while you were out?
No, but that's what I'm saying. They're past that. They finally got past that. Okay. She's not worried about what he was doing. They did the disclosure. They did the impact letter. Now they're rebuilding the relationship. Right. And rebuilding the relationship is sort of like dating again, because there's been this big hiatus of who is this guy? So yes, it's tough. But if you look back and you really married somebody that you love and you really believe that he can be better and he's really working on it, then we're proof that it works. And we're not the only ones. There's plenty of other couples who have been through this and have ended up in a really good place, almost a better place. So I encourage the betrayed partner, man or woman, to try and work on yourself so that you're comfortable enough to let yourself be the person you were when you dated him.